Good morning. I'm leaving today. I'm gonna be gone all day, okay? I'm gonna be at a conference here in Cincinnati where people who start businesses are gonna learn from each other about how to do business, make companies in a way that
this is so
integrates what we believe.
There's chocolate chips in this.
Yeah, chocolate chip banana. Nicole made those. Yummy breakfast, huh? I love you guys.
Guess what?
Bye.
Whoa.
Bye. This is Nate. You guys remember him, right? Because you guys were looking at a house at the same time we were.
Yep, there was some snow cones.
Yo, bro, what's up? Unpolished 2K15.
Welcome to Unpolished. As far as we know, the first conference of its kind that tries to help entrepreneurs, people in startups, and have an idea and a passion or an interest in faith. So welcome. You are entrepreneurs at an entrepreneur conference that mixes faith. Give yourself a hand right now.
Time for lunch. I am in Cafe 2. So, Cafe 2?
Oh yeah, Cafe 2.
That looks like Cafe 2. Guess I'm going the right direction. Oh, there's another sign right there. So yeah, down here. Ironically, this is the room I'm usually meeting at this time on Thursdays with other dads and fathers that I connect with. We just read through scripture together and talk about it. So usually I'm like right here now anyway, but I guess today I'm in here for lunch. I can't get away from this place. Chicken salad, here we go. While I was eating lunch, I got a text message from Tribe Tyler is here somewhere. And I'm gonna go hang out with him. If you guys remember his channel, I met with him at VidCon, just briefly when I first met him. We hung out and talked a little bit more at Seattle Vlogger Fair, and now he's here at this conference. He saw my post on Instagram here, and so that's how he knew it is here. And plus I got a lot of other friends here, which is kind of cool. All right, let's see if I can find Tyler. I found him! Hey, I'll be right up. I think I gotta go up this way. Hey! This isn't Utah.
Yeah, I know, right?
I had no idea you were coming out here.
Yeah, man. I had to come out for this.
You did?
Sweet. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. They're doing free portraits here for people, so I'm in line. I'm gonna go after that, but that's kind of what they're turning out to look like. And then you just email him, and he'll email you the portrait. So it worked out well, because I'm kind of looking for a new one anyway.
Many entrepreneurs, they almost never follow, and they seldom lead. In other words, they have such a bias for action. Following means waiting, and entrepreneurs don't like to wait. And leading means patience, because what leaders have to do is they have to wait for everyone else to come along. And so, because they have a bias for action, so many times they don't take enough time, they seldom take enough time to build a good team with them. What that means is you can get it going, but you can't keep it going. In fact, my definition of a nightmare is a person who has a big dream and a bad team.
And the reason why there's faith is there is uncertainty, and sometimes we step out and things don't go the way they should, and we fail, and we learn a lot of things in the midst of that.
The reason why I bring up the type of currency that we use in the United States is because if that is the only thing that we're going after, we're going to miss why God put us here in the first place.
A few other pictures. So this was you guys talked about having a desk job. This was our desk job. At night, we would come back to our hotel, and this is what it looked like. Those purple chips are $500, and those are stacks of $5,000 to $10,000. The biggest complaint on our team had to do with transferring and counting $100 bills. Talk about a first world problem.
We're looking at faith in business, and we just find that we don't have a lot of money conversations in faith environments, and so therefore by default, money becomes only the scorecard, if you will, of whether or not I'm winning.
First day of the conference is over. It continues tomorrow with another day. What did you think?
Thought it was good. Got to hang with you. Saw John Maxwell for the first time.
Yeah, he was a pretty
our
funny
buddy
guy.
Ben Crawford ended the day really well with
Yeah.
a crazy story. Just really makes you rethink how you approach money. So
Yeah.
all in all, great day.
I was kind of expecting it to be mostly like hype and inspiration. I'm like, I don't really need inspiration in my business because like I'm inspired just to feed my family and to feed myself. Like that's that's as much inspiration as I need. But it was definitely a lot more than just inspiration. It was a lot more, some things I didn't really feel like I needed to know as far as like working with venture capitalists and things, but a lot of it is more about just how to think about your business. And there's a lot more, which I'm happy. It wasn't just about what you do in a business or how to in a business. It was why business. It's like, why does business matter? Why does being an entrepreneur matter? And I think that's what I got most out of it.
I think that differentiation as well, just mixing the faith and the business, it doesn't
Yeah.
get talked about. I think it is a new conversation, and it was worth doing.
Yeah, how everything's like integrated, because like most of us, we think of, I have my work life, and then I have my family life, and I have my marriage, and then I have, my faith, and then I have my, everything's like in these, education, everything's like in these little buckets. And one of the reasons why Dan and I have decided, on many, we've talked about this before, to stay in Cincinnati though, is because we feel like the way the people who are around us here, the way they think, is something that we can greatly learn from. And we've already been thinking a lot. You guys have seen this, the family time is part of homeschool time. The kids are part of our business. And it's not like completely integrated as much as I would like, but we're getting there. And I think even having conversations hanging out at conferences like this, where people on stage, with like, I don't know, hundreds of people, we're all having this discussion basically on how to not run ourselves crazy, because we have all these different compartments in our life, but how you have one compartment and it's all the same, and we're not separating faith from school, from work, from education, and we're not in family from each other, and it's just, everyone's running crazy. And then we wonder why most American families are super busy, crazy, and the actual fruit that we're seeing from that maybe isn't what all of us would like to see as much. So I thought it was good. I like the why conversations. I know, Toby man. Did you miss me? Yeah? Did you miss me, Hallie? You chuckle me! Are you chuckling me? Have you missed Daddy? It's kind of like I was like a normal job where I like, oh Toby, hold on, Hallie. Toby, oh, here, you want to get off? Here you go. Like a normal job when that was left in the morning, like breakfast, and then I go home for the dinner time, and then I get to see my kids for like an hour before it's time to go to sleep. Right, big guy? It's kind of sad. I don't like that life. I like being around my family all day. Hallie, did you miss Daddy? Are you happy I'm home? What did you do today?
Go bike.
You went on the bike? No.
Park.
Oh, park. You went to the park? Here, put your hand in the mouth. You went to the park. And what else did you do?
Go, camera.
And you went to the library, I heard? In the library? And the other thing about being home with my family now is, Hallie, you sound like you feel and smell like you need a diaper change. Are you eating me? Don't eat me. Do you need a diaper change? Are you poopy? It smells like you're poopy. I'm just going to change diaper. That's a... I even like changing diapers when it means I get to be with my kids, right?
Hey guys, did you miss me today?
I did.
Good, we haven't even, this is our first time we've sat down to talk.
This is like normal adult life when you go off to work every day.
Kinda. I don't know. But as soon as Tim got home, I was like, see ya. Because I had something to go do.
Yeah.
So Tim even finished cooking dinner.
Yay. And cleaning up a little bit, and then you finish the rest.
Yep.
Do some Q&A with you guys. You got a lot of good questions. So first one is Rebecca Bros. When the twins are born, are you going to do separate cribs immediately, or are you going to strengthen their bond and put them in the same crib for the first few months? Also, are you planning on keeping Toby in an extended rear-facing car seat when you put him in the new seat?
We are probably going to keep the twins together until they start rolling around.
We heard like for the first 3 months, it's best to keep them together and they sleep better that way. Like you're supposed to swaddle them together, right?
I don't even know.
Well, we heard that they were because they're like used to being together in the womb, but
Yeah, I don't even.
right now we'll try it, see what
Yeah.
happens. And Toby,
He still fits in his old car seat right now.
which is
So
rear facing. So
Yeah.
Veronica Bryington asks, have you thought of making half the basement a room and the other half for your work? We have absolutely thought of that actually. We
but you can't make
only
it
a few
into
days
a
ago.
bedroom.
No, we're not going to turn it in the basement into a bedroom because there's no egress windows or anything like that. But we probably will rearrange it so that my workspace is a little bit more separate from the living space, which means I can keep stuff set up a little bit more and make what I do look a little bit better. So we'll probably end up
Doing some rearranging.
down in the basement and up here for sure, but we haven't figured out what we're going to do up here yet. Amber Yang asks, could you share the link for the Segway? We may be interested in one as well, depending on the price. And yes, I'll put a link in the description below to the one that I bought. This is the link I got from Clintus, if you know who he is on YouTube, Clintus TV. And he got it from Cullen, who apparently has bought several of them. And he says that this is the cheapest, best place to get them for the battery life and the quality build and everything. The only downside is it comes directly from China. So if you buy one from like the US or Canada or something, it's quicker shipping, but you pay a little bit more because anyway, so it's
But it really didn't take too long.
no,
to
it
get
took about 10 days shipping to get
Not
here.
bad.
So
It's not Amazon Prime. Get it the next
No.
like in 2 days.
but you
kinda
do
deal.
save, you know, several
A
amount
lot
of
of
money,
money.
and you get a quality Segway. Tracy Cook asked, hey guys, can you post info about your medical discount? I am chronically ill and disabled, and maybe they can help me. Thank you. You have such a sweet and loving family.
It's really just the hospital that we use just gives a really good discount for self-pay if you don't have any insurance. And that's how we're getting the great discounts. And just calling, like instead of just blindly paying your bill when you get it and like going to the website and paying for it, if you call and ask for another discount or talk to somebody, sometimes you'll get one. So it's much better to just look into stuff instead of just taking it for face value. And some other doctor bills that we've had for Tim before, like I was looking at it and trying to read the description, and I was like, why did they put this on here? And they like added something that wasn't necessary.
Not on purpose.
No, but it's good
I
to
was
look
like,
into
wait,
stuff.
that didn't happen when I went to the doctor. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, and they recoded it.
Yeah.
And then they never rebilled me.
No, I
Just
don't even know if we paid for that
They've
one.
never sent that bill again.
I was just reading through some of the comments, and Leah, the Breck Party of 9, that's so crazy how close our stories are. My question for you and for any of the others of you that have twins is, if you kept them in one crib, like, was there ever a point where you needed to separate them? And if so, when was that? Like, we've heard, like, when they start rolling around or something, you separate them. But with staying in a smaller house, like, we only have one crib right now. My parents could possibly bring us 2 smaller cribs, but I don't really know how we're going to fit all these babies in here, except for I know that the twins will be sharing a pack and play in the beginning because it has the bassinet thing on it. And then I haven't thought any farther past that. Figured we would just figure that one out when we get there. But if you have tips on like the sleeping arrangements and everything, that would be helpful. We could use a lot of help.
Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's been a fun day. And then I open a kiss. Thank you.
And now can I find out what you did today?
Yes.
We haven't talked.
And we can catch up.
Yay. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Nope, he wants the camera. You just gonna walk with that camera? Go ahead, go ahead. Oh,